lovingest couple I've ever seen. For that to even be like that, that's mind-boggling, you feel me?
I'm communicating with you, but you're not communicating with me, and that ain't cool.
I was communicating
No,
with
you
you.
wasn't.
Rashida and Kirk Frost's marriage has been nothing short of a wild roller coaster ride, packed with twists, turns, and jaw-dropping drama that the world has watched unfold on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The latest shocker? Rashida is reportedly filing for divorce after 25 long years of marriage, leaving fans stunned. But when you look at their history, filled with ups and downs and cheating scandals, it's clear this breakup has been building up for a while. For years, Kirk has been the center of cheating accusations, including fathering a child outside their marriage, a storyline that became infamous on the show. Through all the heartbreak, public humiliation, and endless scrutiny, Rashida stayed by his side. But now, it seems like she's finally had enough. Fans who have been following their journey aren't surprised. The cracks in their relationship have been showing for years, and after enduring Kirk's repeated betrayals, Rashida appears to be ready to close this painful chapter of her life. One of the most explosive moments in their marriage came when Kirk's infidelity was exposed during a couple's getaway on the show. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Kirk denied being the father of their child in season 2, adding even more tension to their marriage. By season 3, a DNA test confirmed the paternity, further damaging their already shaky relationship. Now, with rumors of divorce swirling, it's reported that Kirk is having a total meltdown over the split. And fans? Well, they can't help but say he had it coming. So what went down behind the scenes that pushed Rashida to this point? Let's dive into all the juicy details and uncover what led to the end of their long, drama-filled marriage.
What I want more than anything is for Rashida and I to get back to the place we was before I messed up.
Now let's rewind for those who might have missed out on Rashida and Kirk's backstory, or just can't remember how they met. Let me break it down so we're all on the same page here. Let's rewind to the 90s, back when Kirk Frost, the Harlem native, started D-Lo Records. And yes, people definitely have their opinions on Kirk's past. There's even that wild story where Da Brat revealed on Dish Nation that Kirk handed her his number written on $100 bills. She didn't call right away, but did reach out the next day, and according to her, he was generous. She ended up with a Lincoln Navigator and a few other gifts during their time together. Meanwhile, Rashida Buckner was growing up in Illinois, training as a gymnast before moving to Atlanta in 1990. After forming a rap group called the Capers in high school, they eventually got signed to Kirk's label. The rumor mill has long speculated about Rashida and Kirk's relationship timeline. There are even claims that they started dating when Rashida was 15 and Kirk was 23. But this part of their history is murky, and a lot of those rumors, like the one suggesting Rashida's mom had substance addiction issues and gave Kirk her blessing, are unconfirmed. But both Rashida and Kirk shut that down real quick in 2020. In a Twitter video, Kirk made it super clear that he ain't effing adopt Rashida and had no interest in marrying a minor. They told everyone to focus on the pandemic instead of those false stories. Oh, and let's clear this up. Rashida is often cited as being born in 1982, but the math doesn't add up. With a newspaper clipping from 1998 showing Rashida as 22 at the time, it becomes clear that she was likely born in 1976, not 1982. Similarly, Kirk's age revealed in a court filing points to a birth year of 1969. This means that when they married in 1999, Rashida was 23 and Kirk was 30, debunking the rumor that she was underage when they tied the knot. Fast forward to when Rashida started making waves in her music career and appeared on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta from the very first season. She brought Kirk on as her manager, helping her pursue her music career while they juggled family life. Fans loved watching them because they were all about teamwork, and it felt like nothing could break them apart. Their bond made them a fan favorite, as they represented how love and business could work together smoothly. Things took a wild turn during an episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta when K. Michelle and Rashida clashed over K. Michelle's revelation about her ex-boyfriend, Mickey Memphis Wright, allegedly mistreating her. Rashida didn't believe the allegations, mainly because Memphis was married to her close friend, Toya Johnson, at the time. The situation escalated when one of K. Michelle's friends jumped in, accusing Rashida of being a homewrecker and claiming that Kirk was still married when he first started dating Rashida. Later, during a 2012 interview with Madame Noir, K. Michelle was asked about Rashida's comments, where she claimed K. Michelle was just jealous and bitter for not having a husband like Kirk. K. Michelle's response? She clapped back with, "No offense to Kirk Frost, but 3 earring holes in his ear isn't the kind of husband I want." The fact that Kirk had multiple piercings seemed a bit much for her, adding another layer of humor to an already messy situation. The drama didn't stop there. Reality TV brought more rumors and chaos for the couple, especially in 2012, when an online user alleged that Kirk had slept with his own stepdaughter and got her pregnant, something Rashida and Kirk both denied. Around the same time, social media dug up a 2006 diss track by Gucci Mane titled "I Shook Them Haters Off," in which Gucci took direct shots at Kirk, Rashida, and Marlon Big Cat Rao, the co-owner of Big Cat Records, who signed Gucci at the beginning of his career. Although we can't play the track here, Gucci's lyrics were brutal. He called out Kirk for being as old as hell and still trying to rap, while painting Rashida as a woman with no curves and Kirk as broke. Gucci didn't hold back, even throwing in wild accusations that Kirk was involved in some scandalous activities with a man named Jace. As Rashida and Kirk continued to lay their relationship bare on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, it quickly became apparent that their dynamic was more toxic than a potion from a witch's cauldron. According to Cheat Sheet, Kirk was the first to accuse Rashida of cheating on him. Yep, the nerve! He even asked her to take a paternity test when she was pregnant, which had fans rolling their eyes. The irony? Kirk was the one stepping out on their marriage, as everyone saw play out on the show. For Rashida, the most painful part wasn't just the cheating, it was having to deal with it all in front of the cameras. By season 3, things really hit the fan. Kirk started having affairs while Rashida was pregnant, hoping a baby would help save their marriage. But Kirk wasn't even trying to hide his dirt. Remember that scene where he was chilling in a hot tub with other women? Yeah, that wasn't a good look.
Yeah. She got that thing working.
Even Nicki Minaj weighed in, expressing her disgust on Twitter after seeing an episode where Kirk was caught smooching another woman, Alexis Mary Jane Miller, in a hot tub. This was particularly shocking since Rashida was pregnant with their second child at the time, which made Kirk a father of 7. Nicki blasted Kirk, calling him out for his behavior and suggesting that if he wanted to dispel rumors about his preferences, he needed to find a better way than embarrassing his wife on reality TV. And if that wasn't enough, he fathered a child with Jasmine Washington. He even swabbed their baby with Rashida on camera to get the paternity results. Talk about drama for the cameras. Now Jasmine's involvement with Kirk was a saga all its own. She claimed in court documents that Kirk showered her with monthly allowances and even a car in exchange for, let's say, services rendered. Their affair led to the birth of their son, Cannon, in 2016. According to Jasmine, once she gave birth, Kirk cut off the financial support and took back the car. The drama didn't end there. Jasmine took Kirk to court, demanding $10,000 a month in child support. The rumors about Kirk not being Cannon's biological father and Jasmine being a paid actress surfaced, but were quickly put to rest when the case was settled out of court. This entire situation was incredibly embarrassing for Rashida, who had to handle the humiliation in public. Even Rashida's mom, Shirlene, also weighed in. She had always treated Kirk like a son, but felt compelled to step in once he started mistreating her daughter. The iconic moment where Shirlene confronted Kirk and demolished his bike became a memorable scene, showing her frustration and protective instincts. Shirlene didn't hold back when asked whom she'd prefer her daughter to be with. She cheekily suggested young Jock, further highlighting the ongoing drama and dissatisfaction with Kirk. As the seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta progressed, many began to question if Rashida and Kirk's tumultuous marriage was just a scripted storyline. Wendy Williams even chimed in, accusing them both of trying to dethrone Jocelyn and Stevie J as the show's most popular couple. Wendy critiqued their antics, comparing their desperation to stay relevant to the Kardashians. In response to Wendy's accusations, Rashida fired back during a VH1 interview saying Wendy can say what she wants, but she's sitting there with her pork chop and noodles watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on Monday nights at 8 o'clock, so I guess that's what really matters. This sassiness didn't stop there. During a 2019 episode, Rashida shocked fans and castmates alike by admitting to infidelity on both sides of her marriage. She declared, "I ain't always been perfect in my marriage. We've had dishonesty from both sides of us in this marriage."
We've had infidelities from both sides of us in this marriage.
No.
What?
When Rashida dropped the bombshell about her marriage, it stirred up quite the buzz among fans. There was a wave of disbelief mixed with curiosity as people tried to wrap their heads around the revelation. Some fans couldn't help but comment that if Rashida's confessions were true, she hadn't cheated enough. Despite all this mess, Rashida chose to stay with him, which left a lot of fans scratching their heads and asking, are they really expecting us to forget everything that's gone down over the last 8 seasons? People were disappointed, to say the least. But Rashida stands by her decision. In an interview with Essence, she clapped back at the critics saying, "No one can speak on the decisions that I make. At the end of the day, it's my life." She also explained that Kirk had done a full 360, which is why they were still together. She even admitted that neither of them had been perfect. However, in another interview with Hello Beautiful, Rashida made it clear that the cheating scandals were the final straw, saying, "But will I take some more of this? There's no room for error." If the rumors of Rashida filing for divorce are true, it could mark one of the most significant turning points in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's history. Rashida, known for being a powerhouse on the show, balancing her career, motherhood, and a rocky 25-year marriage to Kirk Frost, has always been admired for her resilience. But now, after years of infidelity, betrayals, and public scandals, it seems like Rashida might be finally ready to move on. What's surprising is that no legal paperwork has been officially signed yet. Many fans are wondering if this is because she and Kirk are still trying to work things out, or if they're simply holding off to figure out the best path forward. Rashida recently opened up about their current status, revealing that instead of rushing to lawyers, they've been discussing ways to come to an agreement without all the legal battles. But Rashida's not just looking at this from a legal standpoint. She's thinking deeply about her next steps. Am I ready to serve him with these papers? She wondered. This is the first time something this serious has happened in their marriage, and she's questioning whether divorce is the only solution. While their relationship has been through a whirlwind of crazy stuff, Rashida's contemplating whether they should separate and see how things play out before making the final call. There's even the possibility that they might not go down the divorce route at all. But for now, everything's still up in the air. One thing Rashida is certain about, though, is her need to focus on her peace of mind. With a baby on the way, she's determined not to overstress herself, whether Kirk remains in the picture or not. Fans of Love and Hip Hop have been glued to her journey, and many have voiced their support, saying it's time for her to leave Kirk after years of betrayal. It seems that Rashida is finally prioritizing herself and her happiness as she moves forward. In an emotional and raw conversation captured on camera, Kirk recently opened up about his marriage to Rashida. He acknowledged the mistakes he made, including the infidelity that nearly tore them apart. Speaking to his critics, Kirk admitted that he wasn't perfect and expressed regret for how his actions hurt Rashida. During the conversation, Lil Scrappy, who recently went through a divorce with Bambi, praised Rashida for her loyalty and strength. Whitehead, who is also navigating a divorce from Sierra Gates, echoed Scrappy's sentiments, applauding Rashida for standing by Kirk despite everything they've been through. Kirk reflected on his behavior, admitting that he made poor choices and should have handled their struggles differently. He confessed that instead of reacting the way he did, he should have taken time to reflect and avoid the mistakes that led to their marital turmoil. "I should have never gotten into the stuff I got into," Kirk admitted, reflecting on how his actions damaged their relationship. But despite his repeated infidelity, Kirk emphasized that being married for 25 years is something that many people never experience. He acknowledged his one big screw-up, but claimed to have taken responsibility for his actions and learned from his mistakes. As the divorce rumors keep spreading, Kirk's decision to come clean and own up to his mistakes gives us a peek into the ups and downs of his long relationship with Rashida. But his apology isn't sitting well with everyone. Some fans think Kirk admitting his wrongs is a step in the right direction, a way to start fixing things. Others aren't buying it, though. They feel like his long track record of cheating overshadows any real effort to make things right. After everything that's happened, a simple apology doesn't seem to cut it for a lot of people. Fans have watched Kirk mess up repeatedly, and now seeing him reflect on his choices adds a bittersweet layer to their story. However, it's unclear whether his remorse is enough to fix what's broken between them. Not only are Kirk and Rashida feeling the weight of this possible split, but their family is also affected. Their kids have witnessed the ups and downs, including Kirk's cheating scandals and the public turmoil surrounding their relationship. This divorce is bound to hit them hard as well. Beyond the emotional impact, there's also the business aspect to consider. Rasheeda and Kirk have been business partners for years, running their popular store, Pressed, and other ventures. Untangling their shared assets in the event of a divorce could get messy. They both invested heavily in their businesses, and it's uncertain how things will play out. But Rashida seems ready for a fresh start, even if it complicates their business relationship. Now some fans are still raising their eyebrows about these divorce rumors. Why? Well, it's because Rasheeda and Kirk were all set to celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary this coming December. If they actually split up, it would be one heck of a bombshell for the show. Imagine that, a major twist that could easily become the hot topic for months, raking in more money and drama for the show. It's like the producers might be secretly praying for more chaos just to keep the ratings up. And let's be real, there's no legal paperwork to back up these claims, which definitely makes people wonder if this whole thing might be staged. I mean, it's reality TV, right? Anything's possible. The lack of official documents just adds to the suspicion that this could all be part of the drama, designed to keep us all talking and tuning in. But here's where it gets interesting. Kirk's reaction. It seems like he's not too thrilled about the possibility of a split, especially since Rashida's the one considering ending their marriage. Throughout their time on the show, Kirk has been the one stirring the pot, causing drama, and playing his part in the messy relationship narrative. Now it's almost like the tables have turned, and the thought of Rashida taking control and making the decision to end things has really ticked him off. It's almost poetic in a way. Kirk, who was always at the center of the chaos, might now be feeling the heat of Rashida's decision. Whether this is all part of the show's script, or if there's genuine tension behind the scenes, one thing is for sure, the drama is far from over. So as we wait to see how this all unfolds, stay tuned. The world of reality TV is never short of surprises, and Rasheeda and Kirk's saga is no exception. What do you think about all this? Is this just another stunt, or is there real trouble brewing? Drop your thoughts below. If you've enjoyed diving into this latest drama with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the juicy details.